When you really in the streets, you want to get out. Only niggas who really want to be in the streets is niggas who's not. It's nothing fun about going to jail. Nothing fun about running from police. Nothing fun about niggas trying to shoot you every day. It don't mean you scared, but it just being real. That's not fun. You know what I'm saying? The level of stress. Every time a car ride by, like, you know when I knew I was losing my sanity? A car had rolled up my street. And I pulled the pistol out of the car. And I was aiming it at the car. Because it had tints. Now, I'm not going to fire because I'm on a studio bus. But to me, I'm like, if this window rolled down, I'm going to eat the whole car off. Now, it popped and then rolled the window down and I'm aiming it. Now, the people don't even see me aiming it, but I'm aiming it. You know what I'm saying? So, when the window rolled down, I'm not no studio bus. If I'm going to hit you, I'm going to hit you. I'm going to watch, I want to see. You know what I'm saying? So, when the window rolled down, I seen that it was an old man and an old lady. And in my head, it hit me right there like, I'm going crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like, the streets have turned me into something. You know what I'm saying? Like, I almost just killed the old man and old lady out of being paranoid. You know what I'm saying? We are America is a machine, but we're the oil.
Right.
And we keep acting like, if you want to stop the machine, you take the car. Your car is not driving if it ain't got no gas. America is not running if it don't got niggas working. Period. It was built on slavery. It's still built on slavery. Now you just don't know that you're funding your slavery.
And it's all through policy.
Yep.
It's all through policy.
Peace, family. This is Young Pharaoh, also known as Pharaoh Allah. I'm 22 years old. Physically, this body was manifested in Buffalo, New York. I'm here with you. What's going on? Like most black men in America, I did not live with my parents. They was doing things they shouldn't have been doing. So I got took from my mother from birth. I didn't meet my father till I was like 13. You know, living with aunt to aunt, grandma to grandma. You know, bounce around, not a stable home. Long story short, we grew up outside. You know what I'm saying? We grew up playing outside. It went from playing in the backyard to playing on the porch to playing up the block to playing all the way in the streets. So we went to move with my grandmother. My grandmother's house was like the dump off house. Like my grandma had like 11 kids. I got like damn near 6 uncles, 6 aunts. They all got at least 2, 3 kids apiece. And they dumps us off at my grandma's house while they go do what they do. So we at my grandma's house 20, 15 deep every weekend, every day. So most of us live there. And we experiencing different personalities or different facets of ourselves. Like, I got my lion-ass cousins, my stealing-ass cousins, you know what I'm saying? My cousins that I like. So it's just different souls. I started going outside, because of course it was in the hood. So I started going outside, and this is where I started learning myself, you know, a couple fights, playing football. I was the best football player on the block. Like, I was like 12 playing with everybody who was like 17. So, you know, them was the older kids. So I'm playing with them. So, you know, football, basketball, fighting, wrestling, running, racing, like, I just started physically learning myself and experiencing myself. And the knowledge, I guess, the knowledge was something that's just always been a part of me, been inside of me. Like, I always had a smart mouth, getting sent to the office for asking too many questions. You know, teacher be like, who knows the answer to this? My hand the first one up. Like, I guess you could say I always wanted to be smart. You know what I'm saying? Like, I always had girls used to tell me, like, you think you know everything, or you nah. Because it was like, I wanted to be the smart one. Like I said, teacher would be like, what's the answer to number 3? My hand going right up. Who want to read? My hand going right up. So it was like something always was in me that wanted to be the one with the information. Of course, you know, I went through middle school at my aunt's house. Me and my cousin had got into it one day. Just like a lot of people get into it. Long story short, I want to say I was like 13 or 14. Me and my cousin started fighting who was my aunt's son. Long story short, I had to get up out of there. So that was like my introduction to the streets fully, you know what I'm saying? And this was like when I really got on my Anakin Skywalker and went to the dark side. So, things go on in the streets, things go on in the street. We know what happened in the street, so I started to fend for myself. Like, I'm 13, I can't get no job, I can't even get no summer youth job. I'm only 13, 14. So, I remember I had another friend. This is where I met my best friend at, who he's locked up right now. Me and him have been cool since 6th grade. So I had knew him. So when this happened, Like he used to like sneak me in his house at night, you know, spend the night, things like that. Mind you, I'm a kid, I was on my bike, like my bike everywhere, all through the city, 14. Boom, so I remember a couple nights, like he couldn't sneak me in his house, so I would just be out all night with my man, we call him Dumb Fred, my man Pistol Fred. So me and my man Pistol Fred, we would be outside all night. And I remember it started getting like wintertime, and I was like, me and my man Fred would just be walking around and just chilling, not going nowhere. So we was like, that was the first time in my life where I felt like, give me a voidless, you know what I'm saying? Like just put yourself in that state, like I'm 14, if I'm having a heart attack right now, I don't even got a phone to call 911. Mind you, don't, like no dad, no mom, like nobody even thinking that you exist. So it's like picture just being in a cave, you know what I'm saying, with no human life. Like that's how I felt, even though it was just me and my man Fred, like I felt like nobody give a fuck about my existence at this time. Feel me? Like I can freeze to death. I don't have no damn coat. I got a hoodie on. So it was at that point in time where I said, fuck that. You know what I'm saying? Fuck that. We about to make a way.
Sir. You go straight, get it in. Burn out. That's what I'm talking about. Sorry about that, Queen.
One thing about the streets, people only can give you what they have, you know? So it's like, your uncle might love you and he wants you to do better, but he's a Muslim. So he's gonna offer you the Quran. Same thing if your uncle was a Christian, he's gonna offer you the Bible. If your uncle's a drug dealer, he's gonna offer you a brick of cocaine. So it's like, it's not that our people mean us harm, but it's just somebody can only give you what they got. You know what I'm saying? If I have a 1-bedroom and your 5 family members get kicked out, y'all gonna have to share that council, all I can. So for me, it's like, the streets love me, people love me, but they only gave me what they could. So they're basically like, okay, we see you fucked up out here. Here goes some, you know what I'm saying? Here goes some get down. So I started getting with the get down. So eventually, I started running, I started doing what everybody else doing in the streets. That was my introduction to the streets. So, I remember I made my first little $10,000, and I had this older dude, buy this bandit house for me. Like he just bought it for me. So boom, we started hustling out it, but I couldn't put no utilities in my name or nothing. And people in the streets already got their name and shit messed up from utilities, so they can't put it in their name. So me and my man, we basically had a fiend, had a crackhead, going there what he do, wired up, and me electricity, gas, and we was hustling out that thing. So for me, this became, I ain't gonna say I was trapped, but I would say I was stuck. Because I'm like, well, if I ever stop hustling, it's back to being homeless again. And as a 14, 15-year-old, that's the last thing you want to be. You know what I'm saying? So for me, I was just doing what I had to do. So mind you, this whole time, I'm still trying to go to school. Because I always knew I wanted to be, I knew the importance of education. Even though I wasn't on my white supremacy battling and all of that, I knew, like, I'm going to get my damn diploma. So I remember I used to go to school, and I would be going to school and my teachers would be like, why don't your parents never come to the parent-teacher conference? Or, you know, you graduate, you had your little ceremony, why you don't never had no parents there, but you always got new clothes and shit on. You know what I'm saying? So for me, I just tell them, like, I don't like talking about my personal life. You know what I'm saying? Just as long as my grades are passing, we good. Like, I was hustling, but I had an 89 average. So it was like, you really can't say nothing to me about this big watch. Like this watch right here, I bought this watch selling drugs. I've had this watch since I was 15. So, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to freshman with a crystal Whitnauer on. You know what I mean? And teachers was like, well, where the hell is you getting a crystal Whitnauer, but you don't have no parents coming to pick you up? So, it was like I had to hide my personal life. But long story short, I went from going to school, attendance normal, my attendance started failing because it's like, you know, anybody who's hustling, they know it's like a job. So your shift might be like from 7 to 3. So for me, it's like, well, I gotta go to school from that time. So I got to the point where it's like I can't stop hustling because I literally live off this. I feed myself, I clothe myself, you know what I'm saying? I pay for school supplies, I buy my damn bus pass off this. I'm literally living off of the underworld. So I can't stop. So I went from going to school at like on time, and I literally would come to school every day at 12:45 at lunch. I would have my man push the cafeteria door open for me and I would come right through. And eventually I got caught by my principals. and they would be like, we know you come to school every day at the same time, like what's going on? See, they was just so nosy. I ain't gonna say they really cared because they ain't give a fuck. They was so nosy, they just wanted to know, what the fuck is you doing, Young Pharaoh? Why are you coming to school every day at the same damn time? Like, my schedule was so crazy. I was coming to school and I would come through the cafeteria door, eat lunch, go to gym, go to earth science, and I'm gone after that. Like, it was only 3 periods left when I came. So, I would just tell them, like, I don't want to talk about my personal life, you know? If my attendance fails, it fails. So, they was just, I had made a pact with my teachers to where I told my teachers, like, listen, due to what's going on at home, I'm not going to be able to make it to y'all classes, some of y'all classes in the morning. So, can y'all just round my work up for me? And when you round my work up for me, I'll do the work, and can I just bring it at the end of the day and get it graded? So my teachers was like, yeah, that's no problem. So eventually what started happening was I would just take like a big chunk of work home from all my classes, come, boom, 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 bring it back, and then on the day of the test, like they would let me take my test at like a special time, and da-da-da-da. So my teachers started working with me, the ones in the beginning of the class. And I was maintaining my grades while coming to school late as hell. So I was jugging. I was jugging as best I could. Then I had got shot. I think like this. I don't think about niggas like us who just might have time to just waste because we're doing something right. Niggas own buildings, restaurants, lectures. No, I think about people. What if you, right, was a mother? You got 5 kids, 3 different baby fathers, and then you become conscious. But you still gotta go to work. You stuck now. You too fucking late. You done woke up too late. Somebody gotta come rescue you. Because when you save motherfuckers, you gotta forget. Sometimes, nigga, you got to go in the burning building. Everybody don't run out. You got to put your firefighter suit on and go in this motherfucker. Feel me? Yeah. That's what the Coast Guard is for. Everybody, some people get stuck out at sea. Everybody don't make it on a lifeboat. So it's our job as conscious people to be the rescue heroes. So we can't expect everybody to come to us for the knowledge, because some motherfuckers can't. Some motherfuckers is working doubles, and on their little 15-minute break, they watch half a Young Pharaoh video. And then, so we in the house party, and I'm gonna let y'all know what type of person I was. I'm lit. Like, I'm the type of person, I'm hanging out the window, we riding big bottles. I'm lit. If we in the club, I'm not holding up the wall. I'm on the dance floor. I want your number. I got my shirt off. I'm turned like I'm who you call to go party with. Now I ain't gonna start no fights. You know what I mean? But we'll finish them. But I ain't gonna start no. I'm here to party. Where the girls at, get drunk. I'm screaming, all that. We lit. You know what I'm saying? So you can't get in. I'm paying for you to get in. I don't know. We gotta pay me, but we lit. I'm the party. I was the party man. This is who I was. So I'm in the party. I ain't even had no shirt on, matter of fact, while I'm talking. And it's crazy how I got shot, because the people who shot me, we was mobbing with them all to the party. Like, I ain't even from their hood or nothing. I'm in the crowd, you know, we grabbing each other, bouncing. We in the party. My man is drunk, and he walks into the wall. Like, it's like the way you might go to your grandma's. Most of our grandmas got it. They got the little doors with the crystal knobs, and they got the little squares in them. And you can open one or have them both open. Only one was open. So my man was drunk, and he walked into the door and hit his head. So when he hit his head, somebody in the party started playing. And they was like, oh, this hood, you know, we had beef. They was yelling out this hood that we had beef with. They kept saying, oh, you gonna let that such and such nigga hit you. You gonna let that such and such nigga hit you. So my man, he's drunk, and he's like Incredible Hulk with Remy LaMotte in the system. So everybody got the type of people where you be like, bro, would you just sit your ass down, please? So he was like that type. So they playing too much, amping him up. He swings and hit somebody. Now the person who we hit, we in their hood, this is their party. You know what I'm saying? We in their hood, this is their party. So, fight break out. So long story short, we fight and we catch somebody. Boom, put him in a coma. Long story short, bring the detail, put him in a coma. So when his people get outside, they get to shoot him up the house. Now I got my man arm around my shoulder, and I'm walking him. Because I'm cussing him out at the same time. You know, fight over, so now I can cuss you out about how you was wrong, how you shouldn't have started that, da-da-da. But on the scene, I'm going to hold you down. So I'm cussing him out, and he like, bro, I'm drunk as hell. So he had on a blue Cookie Monster hoodie with a blue Cookie Monster fitted with the eyes in the front. So I had grabbed his Cookie Monster hoodie for him, and I'm trying to get him dressed so we can get up out of there. Because we wasn't even driving. We came to the party with 3 cabs of girls. I'm not going to hold you up. This is how we used to roll. We would call 3 cabs. And it would just be me and him, and we had the other three, and me and him and our cab full of girls, and then the other two full of girls. Half these girls we didn't even gotta know. We was just telling girls, bring your friends, bring your cousins, we gonna pay for all y'all. Like we was pulling up the clubs and getting in underage just cause we was bringing mad girls. Like we was leaving together, cabbing together, so we was just mobbing the city. So, I'm trying to get him dressed before I can even get dressed. So I still ain't got no shirt on, you know what I'm saying? So he's, long story short, I put his hoodie on him. And then what got me shot was, he was like, bro, you left my hat. So to give you the setup, it's like the way I'm sitting, picture this, the DJ table. Behind the DJ's table, the turntable, everybody had put their coats and their clothes and they put, you know, whatever you put so that nobody steal it while the party's going on. So I go behind the table to get his hat. So when I bend down and grab the hat, I'm facing the window now. Because I'm like, everybody's to my back, the DJ table's to my back. So I'm basically facing the window to go outside. So I bend down and pick the hat up. And when I come back up, everybody outside starts shooting up the house. Because remember, we in the wrong neighborhood. We're in somebody else's neighborhood. So we can't just leave till our cab comes. So they get to shooting up the house, whacking up the house. Boom. Rifle bullet come through the house, hit me, bang. So when it hit me, I had jerk. But like, I didn't even know I was hit. Because I'm still kind of drunk. And I'm still, you know, adrenaline, you just got enough fight, you turn up. And I'm cussing him out, so I'm not paying attention. So I got his hat, I'm walking to him, boom, I got hit right here. So I'm walking to him, I put his hat on him, and I put him over my arm, and I'm carrying him. So then he just started getting heavy as hell. So I started feeling the sting, so I'm like, hold on, bro, get off me. So he drunk, he trying to lean on me, so I'm like, hold on, bro, get off me. So he's like, man, come on, man. So I pushed him like, I'm like, man, I'm hurting. So I'm like, man, you hurt me. So he get up like, man, what's your problem? So he cussing me out, so I'm just ignoring him because we just drunk acting dumb. So I'm ignoring him, and then I'm like, hold on, so I'm just keep rubbing my chest. So I'm like, yo, you see something? And he's so drunk, he looking at my chest like this. His nose almost touching me. So he's like, no, I don't see nothing because the blood ain't started squirting yet. So I'm like, yo, it burned right here. So he's like, what? So I'm like, damn, it burned. So he's like, what you mean? I'm like, bro, I feel like somebody lighting a lighter inside him like it burned, bro. So we all looking. So he's like, I don't see nothing. Then the blood just hit him like, psh, psh, and it started coming out. So I'm like, so I'm so drunk. No lie, I took my finger and tried to go like this. And I'm trying to hold the bullet hole. So I'm calm though, you know what I'm saying? So I'm just like, now it's registered to me that I'm shot now. Now I'm like, I'm shot, but I'm just like, not working. So I go to walk and my whole left side just went paralyzed. And I remember I fell. Boom. So I was laying on my left side. So my man, he like, no, you going crazy. Everybody running the house. So all the girls who came, they going crazy. Oh my God, oh my God. So I remember, no lie, I had put my finger over my mouth. Everybody got quiet because I remember trying to talk. My lungs was filling up with blood. I got a collapsed lung. So it's blood coming out of my mouth. So I had put my finger over my mouth. And then everybody got quiet. And I remember I was like, I wasn't scared or nothing. I was just like, I love y'all, man. I'm about to die. Like, man, don't cry. I'm gone. So this one girl was like, he is crazy, he is crazy. So I'm like, man, I love y'all, man, I'm gone. And then, after I said that, see, when I said that at the time, life was so hard for me, I didn't care about being gone. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm like, well, who give a fuck anyway? You know what I'm saying? Nobody care anyway. So I was like, I'm gone, like, I'm going to a better place. And then after I said it, I was like, hell no, I ain't ready to go. So I'm looking, so after that, I'm like, nah. So I'm looking like, I'm telling my man, like, I'm doing like this, like, man, pick me up and put me in the car. So my one man, he come and grab me. I'm only, but so I'm little now, so I wasn't big when I was 17. They come scoop me up, put me in the car. So my other man, he come jump in the car. Now he's crying like a little girl. He's crying. He's like, oh, bro, you, So he keep taking swigs and then talking, and then take a swig and then complain. So I'm in the car, so I'm going like this with my right hand because my left hand paralyzed. So I'm trying to focus him out and just stay calm, you know? So I keep going like this with my fingers. So the police put a car over. They chasing us. The police are basically chasing the car like we the shooters or something because we zooming. Because my man was just so happened to be there with the car. And he came, I don't know if it was people, who else it was, but he came through me in his car, boom. So he zoomed me to the hospital. So the police chasing us. We in a high speed for like 8 minutes, at least 10 minutes. So they finally cut us off, pull us, come to the car with guns. So my man rolled the window down like, yo, my man in the back shot. My man in the back shot. So the police look back there, they see me bleeding everywhere, so they like, oh, go. So they let us go, so we go again. Then we get chased by some more police. Boom, they pull us. So now they pull us. Mind you, I've been going like this for like 20 minutes. I'm holding my breath, yo. And I don't smoke weed or nothing, so I got amazing lungs. Like, I'm just going like this. So the one cop, she pulled us over. And she know us, you know what I'm saying? You know you in the streets, your district, they know you. So they were like, get the body bag for that asshole. Get the body bag for that asshole. Like, she was trying to make me die. She was trying to slow the car down so I don't make it to the hospital in time. So my man like, F you, B. So he pulled off, boom, so we on our way to the hospital. So I remember like doing this with my hands and like it just started going slower and slower. It was like I was losing control. Like when you go like this, you already don't feel it now. It's like you're just doing it, you know what I'm saying? But I remember like feeling like I was slowly becoming like paralyzed. And the analogy I can give you that like would give you the understanding is like this picture, like you know when you cut your computer all wrong and you just hold the button and it just abruptly go off. That's how it felt. It felt like my brain was going off and it felt like my vision was just going like this until it got dark. It was like all the light, like all the, like my body was no longer taking in phenomena and my hand was just going like. So I remember, and right before everything went black, with the extra jokes I gave, my man was like, we here. He was like, we here. So when I like look with all my energy, I see the hospital door. So I'm like, oh, I gotta make it. So boom, they get out the car. I'm so crazy. I'm on the right side of the hospital. I get out on the wrong side. So I kind of thought like my man trying to help me, but I'm telling myself like if I just go limp and give in, I'm gonna die. You know what I'm saying? So I have to stay in. I have to stay physically in this body. You know what I'm saying? So when I jump out the car, I throw myself on the ground. He trying to pick me up, some police officer trying to pick me up, and I just keep snatching his little arm away because I couldn't move, so I kept falling. So I'm literally rolling in the hospital, like rolling. So the police like, what's wrong with him? So my man keep trying to help me, so I'm just keep snatching off, and I'm rolling because I'm telling myself, soon as you relax, soon as you give in, I'm gonna release out the shell. I know like my soul's gonna leave this body because I felt it leaving it. So I'm just rolling in the hospital, crawling. I'm looking like a zombie, dude. So I get in there. So the nurse like, oh my God. So they come out with the stretcher. Boom, I get up and I'm just twinkling my fingers. They throw me on the stretcher. Boom, they get the pumping of blood on my lung. And I remember the doctor told me like, man, we don't got no time to give you the anesthesia. So what you trying to do? You want to do it? So I shake my head like, man, go on, do your thing. So they did the whole surgery on me. I felt all of that shit. I remember I was in there like, that's all I kept doing the whole time. They was going in me. I got the scars and all that on my wrist. So they went in me. I felt them moving the bullet. Like I felt them with the tweezer actually moving it. I felt all of it. And they had got it off my spine, but then they couldn't get it out my back. So it's like in my back. Like if I go like this and you touch my back, you can see it and feel it. So like they moved the bullet, they put the pump in me. You know, they pumped the blood out my lung and then they inflated it back, put me on the thing. So they put me on the 12th floor because the 12th floor is where they send you when you're supposed to die. So I overheard the doctor telling people like, yo, he not gonna make it. I mean, send him to another hospital, to the 12th floor. So when they put me on a stretcher, I remember I came out my line. It was like a movie. I'm coming out the hospital. It's like 100 people outside. I throw my little gang sign up, you know. So everybody like, yeah. So I get on the ambulance. So the doctor like, the paramedic, I had told the paramedic, I'm like, yo, I'm pointing. So when I point, you know what I mean? Because the blood is out my lung now, so I can kind of talk. So when I point, he like, who? I'm like, I keep pointing. So when he like him in the blue hoodie, I'm like, yeah. So I was like, that's my brother. Tell him I love him because I know I ain't gonna make it. You know what I'm saying? So the paramedic was like, I ain't gonna let you go. I'm like, man, I ain't gonna make it, man. You ain't gotta plug me like that. So I just tell him I said I love him and let that go. You know what I'm saying? Let that rock. And the doctor don't know what I mean, but if he would have told my man that, my man would have knew because I was trying to tell my man like, don't hate them niggas for shooting me because you started it with your drunk, stupid ass. So you killed me, you know what I'm saying? So I'll tell him like, let that rock. Don't hold that in your soul, you know what I'm saying? So boom, I get to the hospital, and they take me to the 12th floor, and I remember just telling myself like, just don't go to sleep. You know what I'm saying? Just don't go to sleep. So I was just looking at the lights all night. I was up all night just looking at the lights. People was coming in praying over me. You know how that go. I'm just looking at it. I'm like, nah, I ain't trying to hear that shit. I'm looking at this light. I ain't trying to hear that Jesus, none of that. So I'm laying on the bed. Boom. The doctor came in. And he was like type shocked, like, oh, this nigga still here? You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, and I'm looking at him like, oh yeah, I'm still kicking, baby. I ain't going to sleep. So, boom. The doctor was telling me like, man, you know you saved your own life. He was like, yeah, he was like, you stayed calm through the whole situation. And he was like, you didn't lose as much blood, you know what I'm saying? He was like, even when you got shot, you got here late. He was like, but you was so calm, you know what I'm saying, that you saved yourself. He was just like, that's amazing. So they sent me in the hospital, and no lie, man. When I tell you I had like 100 visitors a day at one time, people was in the bathrooms in the tub because there wasn't nowhere to sit or stand. Like, the nurse came in my room and was like, no disrespect, because I know I'm white and I don't want to seem racist. She was like, but are you a rapper? I'm like, no, I ain't no rapper. Why you ask? She was like, because I never seen no one with this many visitors every day. Like, the streets love Young Pharaoh. You know what I'm saying? So, boom. After 3 days in the hospital, they kicked me up out of there. Like, next, somebody else needed a room. And it was crazy because I'm in the hospital. The person we put in a coma was like 3 rooms up. You know what I'm saying? And then somebody else I had beef with got shot. The next room. So them people coming to see him. So we in the hospital fighting. It's crazy. You know what I'm saying? It was just real ratchet. It was real ratchet. So I get out the hospital. I'm still half paralyzed. Now, I don't go back to no family. I go right back to the streets. So I get out the hospital. They tell me, like, don't go out in the cold. It's November, okay? I'm in the cold. It's finna be December. So I go right in the trap. Boom, I'm hustling. Half paralyzed. Got the, you know, you get shot and you get the tape on you. They put the little pad and the scotch tape, all of that. I'm taped up. I'm limping up the street. I don't got no question that I'm limping up the street. I got my pistol on me because only this side work, limping. So I'm walking and go for this. I gotta make some money. I live like this, you know what I'm saying? So it's like almost died. Okay, right back to it. Nothing. If you look at it, because I study exportation upon the seas.
Yeah.
This is why the Caucasian, he has the biggest what? Navy. Because a Nibiru is flooding the planet and he's going to try to float. And this is why he's creating GMOs, because you can't grow food on a boat. So if this nigga have 100,000 oranges on the boat, he's good. Right. They're GMO. Because nothing grows in Europe. So if all black people would just say, we ain't got to go nowhere. If I live in the projects, you ain't coming over here. Fuck it. Where you going to get food? We live where it's hot. Y'all live in Georgia. We live where it's hot. It's too many of us. We're going to consume everything. Right. See, one thing about living in the suburbs, white people kind of kill themselves when they live segregated against us, because it's trees and shit over there. When you get the mansions in Hollywood, ain't no land. Y'all destroyed it and turned it into industrial. If you live in New York, people be like, oh, I want to go to New York because it's buildings. Good luck growing some food on the fucking sidewalk. Yeah. So it's like, good luck. So it's like they already smoked. I had went and we was hustling. And then the house we was in, I remember I told you, we had the fiends fix it, and they had told us, like, man, don't plug nothing up upstairs because the wires overlapped. You know what I'm saying? So what we do, we plug some shit up upstairs. Mind you, we had a bag of 50 cal bullets. You know what I'm saying? Because we had a 50 cal. You know how big the 50 cal bullets is? We had a garbage bag full of them. It was like 150 bullets in there. And we had a kerosene heater. Now, when I had first came in, feel me? The ancestors told me, like, take the kerosene heater out. Because we was using the kerosene heater to heat the house. So my man was like, why you moving the kerosene heater? And I was like, bro, I don't know, something just telling me to get it out the house. So, since I had got shot, my man started listening to me when I tell him shit now. You know what I'm saying? Because he's feeling bad, so he ain't really trying to argue. So I moved the kerosene heater out the house, basically unquestioned. So the kerosene heater was on the porch. Now it's crazy because the downstairs caught on fire. I'm upstairs. To give you the understanding, it was like 30 people in the house. We was up watching movies, all of that. You know what I'm saying? And everybody started leaving. Because you know, when you get shot, everybody just want to be around you now, be on your woods, and they go right back to not existing. You know how that go. So I went to sleep. It was like 30 motherfuckers in the house. But when I woke up, it was just us 5 now. Now I'm going to give you the situation. The wires had caught on fire downstairs. So the house was actually burning from the bottom and the back up. We was upstairs, but in the front room. So the entire house, every room in the house was on fire except for the room I was in. Now, it's crazy I took the kerosene heater out because the shit would have blew up. Now, the whole house would have blew up. So, I'm on a couch. And to give you the visual, you know, we trapping. We got black garbage bags on the doors. We got covers nailed up on the doors. So, the whole room is smoking. So, I actually almost killed my damn self because I can't see nothing. So, I woke up to... Because I'm a higher sleeper. Like, even right now, if you wake me up, I'm like, come on, bro. You got to really be like, bro, get your ass out. So, my man was waking me up. But what woke me up was the 50 cal bullets started going off. Because the fire had lit them. And it's like 150, so all you heard was, do, 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 do. So I'm like, oh, so I get up. So my man shaking me. So I'm like, damn, he been trying to wake me up. So I'm waking up like, what the fuck is this? It's like waking up in Call of Duty. So, boom. I remember, to get y'all the scene, it was like double doors right here that you can like open them and go to the back room. And then like directly in front of me was like the door. We had a cover on it, you know, you just slide it, open it, you go down the stairs. And then you had the front, you had the windows, like we never had like a top balcony porch, but we had windows and we had like a little closet with a little window in there to get you. And then I'm against the back wall over here on the couch. Everybody, it was like 4 of us sleeping on this couch, you know what I'm saying? So they got up. So it's me, my right hand man, my other man, and this other little dude that was with us, like Lil Sammy. He was like 15. know what I'm saying? But we was only like 2 years older than Sammy, but we was his older niggas. You know what I'm saying? We was trying to, that was our little man, you know what I'm saying? We making sure he alright. So, you know what I mean? We was his older mans. So, boom. I get up off the couch, and I got a little bit of, I got a little limp with me now. You feel what I'm saying? I got a little limp. So, I'm like, I got my left arm, and I'm using it to like, feel the wall, you know what I'm saying? I can't go like this, but I can only go like that with it. So I'm using it to feel the wall. So boom, I go to the door, I go to the front door, and I remember pulling the curtain back. It was like a dragon breathed in my face, dude. I pulled the curtain back, and the fire just was like, woo, and it just blew me back. And I remember falling back, I hit my head, so the curtain kind of flailing out, the fire coming into the room. So I'm like, oh shit, so I rolled over, pushed myself up. So boom, when the fire came into the room, it showed me like how much smoke was in the room. Like, you know, fire being light. It was so dark in the room because we had black garbage bags on every window. I couldn't see shit. So what happened was, all I heard was the window break like, so what happened was my man, this fat nigga we was with, my fat man, he grabbed my little man Sammy and threw Sammy out the window. Used him as a way to break the window. So when I heard the I seen all the smoke just go with it, you know what I'm saying? So, mind you, like, you know how some houses, it's not a porch, but it's like a top roof that's slant. So they send me out the window, his fat ass, he go out the window. So my man Rich, my right-hand man, he goes to the closet, because we had everything nailed in the closet, you know what I'm saying? Like the top, we had the top 2 and the bottom 2 nailed, so you wasn't going in there, you know what I'm saying? So, he snatched that down. So this is what saved me. He snatched that down, and he found a little small ass window, and he went out that window. But he kept his head in the joint, and he kept yelling my name. So by him yelling my name, mind you, I'm standing, you know they say crawl when it's smoke. I'm standing up, smoke inhalation, I'm doing this shit all wrong. So he yelling my name, so I'm yelling at him like, yo, keep yelling, I can hear you. So I'm just like, I'm like, keep yelling so I can follow your voice. So he keep yelling, so I'm following that nigga voice. So he stops, I'm like, nigga, keep yelling, I'm getting closer. So he keep yelling, I follow that man's voice all the way around the wall of the room, boom. So as I'm walking, it's like the fire following me because it's coming in the room now. So I get to the closet, and I see the nigga arm going like this, in the window with his head yelling. He damn near crying, because he's like, oh, my man about to burn to death. So I grab that nigga arm like, hey, I'm right here. Yo, he yanked me through the window like, he didn't give me a chance to get ready, nothing. He grabbed me. I hit my head on the joint, he yanks me out the window, so we all on the top porch now. They crouching, I'm laid down because I'm still half messed up. Mind you, I had just got shot like 10 days ago. So this is 10 days after me getting shot. I'm not nowhere near getting healed. So, my man was on a, I'm not making this up. My man and the little dude was on the top portion is my man. So we telling little Sammy to jump, because little Sammy's scared, you know what I'm saying? Like me, I flip off shit, I'm not scared, but I'm shocked I can barely stand up. So they like, Sammy jump. Sammy jump. So Sammy don't want to jump, so my fat man was like, alright nigga, I'll see you in hell. That's what he said, and he jumped off and he sprained his ankle. So boom, he sprained his ankle, he get to limping across the street. So I tell my man Rich like, yo, you gotta push Sammy off the roof because he ain't gonna jump. You know what I'm saying? He ain't gonna die, but he ain't gonna die from the fall, he gonna die if he stay up here. So he like, I don't wanna push him. I'm like, man, push that nigga, because he ain't gonna jump. His fear won't make him die. So he started talking to Sammy like, listen man, we gonna jump on 3. He just pushed him off the roof. So Sammy fell on the grass, he got up, got to running, he's good. So now my man Rich like, yo, I'm about to jump, but I don't wanna leave you up here. So I'm gonna catch you when I jump. So no, I'm like, no, he's like, I don't wanna leave you up here. So I'm like, cause he's like, I know you can't really jump. So I'm like, well nigga, jump first and catch me then, you know what I'm saying? So mind you, the fire's coming out the window now, the porch, I'm talking about the whole, this shit look like the Human Torch has been flying around this house. The whole house is on fire, bro. My man jumps off the porch, so now he at the bottom. Everybody on the block know me, so now it's like 3 niggas at the bottom with their arms up like this, like jump. So I'm looking down, so I'm like, hell no, I ain't jumping. I'm like, man, y'all better catch me, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, I can't jump, I'm like, I'm gonna roll. So they're like, we can't see you because the smoke. You know what I'm saying? Because there's so much, it's like a voice just coming out the clouds. They can't even see, I'm surrounded by smoke. So they're like, where you jumping from? I'm like, man, I'm in the middle, I see y'all. So when I see my man, I told my man, don't move, I'm finna roll right into your arms. So I'm laying on the roof like this, and I'm just getting ready to just roll off this motherfucker. So my man, they all down there like this, so I'm like, you ready? So I'm like, yeah, so I roll. This motherfucker did not catch me. hit the ground, boom. And I remember it was a loud thud, and I fell on this side where I got shot. And I remember all my wind, it was like getting punched in the chest. All my wind left out. But I didn't get a chance to catch it because I just felt my feet getting dragged across the street. And everybody was just dragging me away from the burning house. And then that joint burned down. So after that, I'm like, damn, the money spot burned down. So we took the hustle to outside. We started playing outside, you know what I mean, and playing the block and doing what we do. We started robbing, you know what I'm saying, and doing what we do. And I mean, I healed from that. Eventually we got another little spot, and like through the midst of it all, like I told you, I was going to jail. Like right after that, like 3 days later, I was in my GED class. Like ain't shit happened. You know what I'm saying? So it was like, no matter what I was going through, I always was like, I'm not gonna stop. You know what I'm saying? Doing good, like for myself. Like it was like I got shot, I'm still going to school. In the fire, going to GED class. You know what I'm saying? So it was like, I never allowed the streets to fully take me away from society. Even though we know society is full of shit, I forced myself to stay in it. You know what I'm saying? So like I would be hustling. Like I would, like anybody would tell you this. Like they would always be like, yo, Pharaoh weird. Like I was the weird dude. Like I would be hustling and be reading a book. You know what I'm saying? Like I would have my pistol, my bundle in the cut, and I would be reading the book. And the car would pull up and I would bookmark and come right back and be reading the book. So I've been about the intelligence, I just was trapped in a circumstance where I couldn't express it. You know what I'm saying? So boom, 18 come. Sweet 18 come. So I'm like, fuck it, I'm old enough to work now. So I actually had left the streets and I had got 2 jobs and I was supposed to start college on September 3rd. So I was working my little 2 jobs for like 3 months. I was working at Olive Garden and Family Dollar, chilling. So everybody like, oh, I'm glad to see you doing good now. Because usually when you see me, I got a pistol aimed at you. So now they're like, oh my goodness, like, we didn't think that you could just be righteous and be good. So I'm like, man, I'm done with that shit. Like, that's like, cause when you really in the streets, you want to get out. Only niggas who really want to be in the streets is niggas who's not. It's nothing fun about going to jail. Nothing fun about running from police. Nothing fun about niggas trying to shoot you every day. It don't mean you scared, but it just being real. That's not fun. You know what I'm saying? The level of stress. Every time a car ride by, like, you know when I knew I was losing my sanity? A car had rolled up my street. And I pulled the pistol out of the car. And I was aiming it at the car. Because it had tents. Now, I'm not on fire because I'm on studio bus. But to me, I'm like, if this window rolled down, I'm going to eat the whole car out. Now, it popped. And then rolled the window down. And I'm aiming it. Now, the people don't even see me aiming it, but I'm aiming it. You know what I'm saying? So, when the window rolled down, I'm not no studio bus. If I'm going to hit you, I'm going to hit you. I'm going to watch, I want to see. You know what I'm saying? So, when the window rolled down, I seen that it was an old man and an old lady. And in my head, it hit me right there like, I'm going crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like, the streets have turned me into something. You know what I'm saying? Like, I almost just killed the old man and old lady out of being paranoid. You know what I'm saying? So, it was right then and there. I was like, I got to leave this shit alone. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, you could be a schoolboy and you got a hoodie on, but I'm going to back out on you and ask you where you from. You know what I'm saying? Because it's somebody who really going to come through here with a hoodie on blazing. So, it's like, it brought the warrior out of me, but then it started like, it's like people who go to Afghanistan and come back and be fucked up. You know what I'm saying? It was like fucking my head up. So I'm like, I gotta leave this alone. So as soon as I turned 18, I jumped out. Boom. So I'm working my 2 jobs, and then I get arrested for this case.
Here come the Young G.
I ain't did this since the yard now.
You got it. You got it.
Bang.
You got it.
Ready? I'm gonna get him up.
There you go.
Set.
Yeah. Push. There you go. Boom. There you go. Yeah. Boom. Yep. You got it. You got it. You got it. You got it. Good job. Come on. Push hard. Push hard. Push hard. There you go. That's what I'm talking about. Good one, Young Pharaoh. Good one, Young Pharaoh. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah.
Long time coming.
Put me on tape.
I was just like, all the intelligence I already had, I just amplified it in jail. You know, of course I learned new things in jail. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to say like, I already went to jail, amazing. No, I learned more important things in jail though. Like how to become my own best friend, how to survive with nothing, how to become unegotistical, how to let shit go. You know what I'm saying? Virtues. Because a lot of our young men, they're not bad people, they just don't have no discipline. Like a lot of young 17-year-olds don't know that, nigga, it's okay if a nigga step on your shoe. Like, that's okay. Like, you don't have to fight over that. So I learned things in jail like that, like, okay, this police racist as hell, so even though he gonna get fly out the mouth, I learned how to ignore shit. Or this man right here, he's been in jail for 20 years, he's crazy. You know what I'm saying? So if he get to talking crazy, he not talking to nobody in general, he's just talking, so ignore that. So I actually started learning how to deal with people's personalities when you can't control them. And then from that, I learned how to heal people. So it'd be like, I'm in the yard, and nobody talked to Joe because Joe done stabbed 12 motherfuckers and he been in jail for 30 years, but me and Joe was damn near best friends. So it's like, not because I'm wood riding Joe, but I can interact with Joe, feel me? So we find something in common, whether it's the killer instinct, whether it's just being a man, or whether it's just understanding what it feels like to have nobody mentally agree with the person you are. So it's like, I know what it's like to be the underdog, so I can go to anywhere and get along with the underdog and successfully rock with you, because I know what it's like to have the whole world say fuck you. I know what it's like to have the whole jail say that nigga be wild and he be just turned up for no reason, because I've been that dude before, you know what I'm saying? So in jail I learned how to deal with personalities, but I mostly learned how to discipline myself. And then I started meditating. Like, I've been meditating, but in jail I was meditating real hard. And this is when I started like really getting in touch with the ancestors. Like, I've been like, since I've been a kid, like I've been having like nosebleeds, I've been having like dreams of being on ships. But like when I was in jail, like a lot of shit like through me meditating, like one time I was meditating, right? And I felt my pineal gland start literally beating like a heart, and then my nose started bleeding. I'm talking about shit like that, like, cause all you got is time. So, and I stayed in the box. So I might be in the box meditating for 3 hours. I don't even know 3 hours just went by. But shit is happening to me, like, whatchamacallit, like I started just like outside my window one time I seen a UFO. I seen it 3 times in a row, you know what I'm saying? But it was like always coming to my window, like I was in one cell, I was in cell, I want to say I was in cell 39 on the unit called golf unit. And the UFO had came to my window. Then I got moved to the other side of the jail, and that same UFO was at my window. And it wasn't no motherfucking star, you know what I'm saying? I noticed it was a damn UFO, feel me? And I showed my man, and my man was like, oh shit. I mean, we never seen it again. But just to make sure I wasn't crazy, because I'm looking at the shit out my window, and I'm like, I can't even tell nobody. I'm like, I'm scared to run out the cell to get somebody and then come back because it'll be gone. So while I'm looking, I'm calling my man. And I'm like, yo, such and such, such and such, such. And when he came, I'm like, look. And that nigga was like, oh shit. Like, what the fuck is that? And then it was crazy because I was telling the whole jail, like, yo, it be UFOs outside my window, but nobody believed me. And then when I showed my man, he believed me, feel me? And ever since then, we and him been cool, but now he want to know the knowledge. Because I always been talking that shit, you know what I'm saying? UFOs is real, and now I show him one outside my window, so now he's interested. And it was crazy because like 3 days later, on the news, right? On the news, we was all watching the news in the day room. In jail, they got a room called the day room. Like everybody watch TV, we was watching the news, and on the news, right by the jail, the camera lady came and said, are you seeing strange lights flying out around? Those are not, those are, we contacted the air bases and the people who be flying the little personal airplanes. It's not them. If you have any information, call this number. So everybody just looked at me like, and I'm like, I told you motherfuckers, I'm not making this shit up. But I felt like it was for me, you know what I'm trying to say? I felt like the contact wasn't to say like, oh, we just flying. I felt it was like the ancestors saying like, nigga, you right, now stay with it. Because a lot of shit should have happened to me that just never happened. Like I always felt like somebody was watching over me, you know what I'm saying? And to this day, it still be lights. Like my girl will tell you. Like my girl will tell you one time somebody was knocking at our door at 4 in the morning and we went to the door and nobody was there. Like shit happens to me that I'm not just making up. Like people are experiencing this with me, so nobody can say, oh, you're crazy. Like it be lights outside my fucking house. You know what I'm saying? Like I will come out, cause I live like, I don't live in a farmland. I live like in the city, but where I live, it's like nothing but grass and shit behind me. You know what I'm saying? So you got a straight view at the stars. Ain't no city lights, ain't no nothing. So when we come out the house at night sometimes, it'll be some shit right there just blinking. And my girl will be like, yo, and I be like, it don't even bother me. Like I just be like, that's the team. You know what I'm saying? That let me know I'm doing right. So I feel like ever since that's been happening to me, that lets me know I'm doing something I should be doing. And I feel like if I ever stop having dreams or interactions or contact, then I'm doing something wrong. You know what I'm saying? Because the ancestors turn their back on people who turn their back on them. That's why you got a lot of teachers who come with the information and then they just fall. You know what I'm saying? Like no disrespect to niggas like Bobby Hemmett, but look at Bobby Hemmett. Bobby Hemmett had the information. He was giving it the truth. I'm quoting. Nobody say pseudo. He was giving you that information and then he just had a stroke. But why he had a stroke as soon as he ate meat. Because you knew out of anybody else, you wasn't supposed to eat that meat. You know what I'm saying? So that's when the ancestors said, okay. You know what I'm saying? It's a difference between we go to the bar and motherfuckers are smoking crack. Young Pharaoh know he need not be smoking no crack. So if I smoke some crack, it's gonna be worse. My repercussion gonna be worse than a nigga been smoking it for 40 years. You know what I'm saying? This is my first time and my head blow up. So it's like, your ancestors turn their back on who turn their back on them. You know what I'm saying? But getting back to the story, yeah, I mean, boom. They tried to give me 7 years. I went to trial. I blew trial. I put a 330-30 motion and got my trial overturned. Then my lawyer walked me. I did a pro se motion, had my judge in the headlock, you feel me? Because just to let you know, they charged me with criminal possession of a weapon in the second degree. They charged me with a fully loaded firearm with intent to do bodily harm. Yet, all they had in the evidence bag was loose bullets, a gun with no clip in it. So you found a disassembled weapon, which I should have did a maximum of 90 days. You gave me 3.5 years for that. So they railroaded the fuck out of me and tried to give me 7, but I fought them so hard on my own that I got the minimum, which was 3.5. You know what I'm saying? So I was in jail for so long. When I finally got sentenced, I only had 10 months left. So that's how long I was just sitting in jail. And my lawyer walked me because I gave him the motion, and I got him to this day recorded, May 15, 2014. Got him on record, saying, yes, I put your motion in. When we got to court, the judge denied my motion because he said your lawyer never submitted it, so by default, you never argued this, so you lose. Feel me? So that's, I've been fucked over by these crackers. So ain't nobody gonna tell me nothing about the justice system. They don't play fair. Feel me? Even the lawyers is working against you. You know what I'm saying? They all Masons. I see my lawyer throwing the little Mason signs to the judge. I seen it, you know what I'm saying? When they push the glasses up or he put his hand in his pocket, that means sell him out. You know what I mean? If the lawyer go like, if the judge go like this and rub himself, that means sell him out. If the lawyer twinkle his nose, that means no. Feel me? So I know I was watching him do this shit my whole case. So I know they was trying to feed me to the wolves, and it was to the point to where like, one time I was going to court, I got pulled out of the bullpen by a white dude. Like, mind you, this was some unnormal shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, I've been going to court 100 times. I've been in jail for 2 years, you know how many fucking times I went to court? So, they pulled me out, and the white dude was like, hey, what's going on? And he shook my hand, he tried to grab my knuckle, like a Mason, you know what I mean? I felt it. But I'm on it now, like I'm on it. So when he did it, it was like, you know, you play Metal Gear Solid, and they see you, that shit be like, boom, like that's how it was for me. So, I'm looking at the nigga, so I'm like, I put my hand back. So he sit down, so we sit down. So it's just us two. Everybody else on the bullpen. We just in this bullpen. Mind you, I didn't even, the bullpen they got me in, I've been in jail for 2.5 years. I never even knew this bullpen motherfucking exists. I couldn't even tell you how they walked me to the motherfucker. So the white dude, he asked me like, yeah, man, are you a Mason? You know what I'm saying? And he started showing me mad tattoos and shit. You know the G and the compass and all of that. So I'm like, fuck no, I ain't no Mason. I don't fuck with them devil worshippers. Straight like that. Told him, like, wrong one. You know what I'm saying? So, he was like, once I said, if I said yeah, he would have tried to interact with me. But when I said no, he was like, yeah, fuck those, man. Fuck those. Those guys are evil. But in my head, I'm like, nigga, you just showed me all the Mason tattoos. So he's like, yeah, those guys are fucking evil, man. And I was like, man, I don't want to talk about that, man. I'm just focused on my case right now, dog. I gotta go to court. So after that, he put me out the bullpen. But he had on orange like me, but he didn't have on a jail suit. You could tell they just gave him some shit to put on to come up in here. You know what I'm saying? His shit did not look like my shit. So I went to court, and that right there confirmed to me that I have intelligence that is the truth and is powerful. Because or else y'all wouldn't be trying to reach out to me. Because most of these police and these sergeants and shit be Masons. You know what I'm saying? So they might hear me talking to an inmate, and they be like, how the fuck do this nigga know this shit? You know what I'm saying? So they was just trying to fill me out. You know what I'm saying? But they couldn't. So it was like I had like an aura about me in the jail to where they was like scared of me because of my mind. And they was always trying to like start conversations with me. Or they asked me like, what do you think about this? And I'd be like, I don't want to talk to you. I don't fuck with police. You know what I'm saying? But then they'd hear me in the yard talking. Like they would do shit like I'd be spinning the yard and this police would come sit right here, so I gotta walk by. And we'd be talking, and I'd be talking about the soul and oh shit, same shit you see me talking about on my YouTube. You know what I mean? And they'd be like, damn, this nigga's a mastermind. But long story short, I fought my case. Boom. And the whole time I was in jail, you guys, anybody in New York State Prison today, they would tell you that nigga said he was gonna do everything he did. The whole time I was in jail, I kept saying, I'm gonna sue these motherfuckers when I get my appeal, and when I come out, I'm gonna turn up with their knowledge. I just wanna teach people. Feel what I'm saying? I don't really want no money. Cause like when I went to jail, I had 30,000. Like I go back to the streets right now and get some money if I wanted it, for me, cause I have that option. You know what I'm saying? But I don't want that, so I'm not in it for the money. I know what the truth is, that we need to be spiritually vibrated, feel me, and how to actually change the world and who the oppressor is. So I kept saying that shit every day. I'ma sue these motherfuckers and I'ma teach the people. I'ma sue these motherfuckers, I'ma teach the people. And like I used to test my power in jail. Like I had this one white dude, he was literally shaking. Like he said some stupid shit about black people, Spanish people are not black or some racist shit. So I started flexing that nigga, like nigga, you come from a monkey, nigga, you're grafted, nigga, da 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 da. No lie, he had a cigarette, bro. He started, you know how you start doing shit to take your mind off what's happening? I'm flexing it, boom, 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 in front of everybody. It's white people, you know, skinheads, I'm flexing in front of everybody. The man got the cigarette like this, trying to light it, couldn't even light it, he's shaking. He like, I don't want to hear it anymore. I don't want to hear it anymore. He started screaming, I don't want to hear it anymore. So the CO turned red because he white. And I'm like, all you white motherfuckers, y'all act like y'all ain't shit. Y'all grafted, y'all only going on planet for 6,000 years. Y'all motherfuckers is pillagers, don't want to give a fuck about that bad or none of that. Y'all niggas' time is coming. I started going, and you're not even a real human, you a fucking monkey. Watch your fuck, I'm going crazy on him, but I'm going with the knowledge, you feel me? So most people curse you out like you a lame, you a hoe. I'm coming with knowledge, nigga, your chromosomes, I'm going crazy while your great grandmother got to tell me I'm going crazy. So he going crazy like, I don't want to hear it anymore. So everybody laughing, so I'm like, you don't ever say nothing about nobody black while I'm on deck, feel me? So boom, when I got out of jail, I did everything I said I was going to do. So I got out of jail, and I started I already was known in the town from being bad. So I kind of lost a lot of friends because now I'm being good. So niggas is like, you know, niggas is so brainwashed. They're like, I don't want to hear that shit. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to hear that shit. Or some females, they like me when I was like, I'm still excited. Like it's still parts of me that's just me. You know what I'm saying? I'm still excited, but I'm not a savage. So a lot of females might feel like, I don't really like you no more because you changed. Like you ain't just got a gun. Like bro, no lie, bro. I used to do shit like, I used to have no shirt on with my shirt around my face, bro. Like I was in Iraq. We used to call my hood Iraq. Like even like when they were saying Chirac, I didn't even know. We was just calling ourselves Iraq. And I had an AR-15, and I used to be in the middle of the street, stopping police. Like police came down the street one time, and I came out the yard like this. It was like back up, and they backed up and left. And I'm like, we hustling over here. Like, and I had everybody on the wave. I was telling everybody like, yo, we about to make our shit like the projects down south. Like you can't come on this block. And it was like 100 of us outside every day with guns. It wouldn't no police come. And I used to be like, yo, because if we gonna do it, we gonna do it 100%. You know what I'm saying? Like with the knowledge, I'm gonna do this shit. I don't eat no meat. I'm straight alkaline, and I teach. I don't violate no black women. I do this shit 100. Now I'm doing good. When I was doing wrong, we was doing this shit 100. Feel me? 100. Like if you scared, get the fuck out of here. So when I got out of jail, I'm like, I'm just on my Buddhist monk path. You know what I'm saying? I'm on my I'm doing it 100. So boom, I started just getting out of jail, let people know, like, I ain't with that shit. Like, my man, when I got out of jail, my man was like, I got 100,000 for you trying to bust his mom. I was like, no. And I didn't have shit to my name when I got out of jail. You know how that is, you get out of jail. Mind you, everything I built was all for hustling before I went to jail. So when I went to jail, it's not like I had parents or somebody saving up for me. So it was either I got to come back out and get back to the streets. Feel me? I got a felony, I can't get no job. But I had so much ancestral contact. And so, like, we have time at the end of this, I'll tell you a story about this time I was like laying on this table on the ship. But long story short, I had so much contact, like ancestral contact, that I knew in my soul like that they just had me. You know what I'm saying? So shit was just coming to me without me doing nothing. Like I got out of jail, boom, I paroled with my lady, and I didn't get no job or nothing. I'm like, I don't want no job, like I just want to teach. And I was on Facebook doing my thing, and it was like 100 Christians on my staff, I remember. And they was like trying to jump me, you feel what I'm saying? There was a pastor on there and all of that. And they was trying to jump me on my stat, and this is how y'all know who Young Pharaoh is. Cause by this time I already had the information, but the world didn't know who I was. And if anybody who's been following me for a long time, they know that I didn't get popping off YouTube. I got popping off Facebook. I just started uploading shit to YouTube. I used to just upload them to my Facebook. Cause my Facebook has been deleted twice. My Sandra Band page just got deleted, but I had a Young Pharaoh page. You know what I'm saying? And boom, I was on my Young Pharaoh page, and they was trying to jump me on the stat. And I had made a video, and my video now on YouTube is called Christianity is a Lie and a Black Woman is God. And that's the one where I'm getting my dreads twisted and I'm going off. I was on my Facebook getting my dreads twisted, and I'm like, oh, these motherfuckers talking shit. So I said, I can't type fast enough, let me shoot the video. Boom! I went hard with the video, posted it. That shit did 70,000 views in 4 days. So my girl was like, like post another one. So I'm like, I'm about to post another one. Fuck it. So we both like, we about to post it. So I posted one called Why Black Relationships Fail. Boom, 70,000 views, 4 days. So I said, you know what? Let me let a day go by and see if this shit just coincidence. So then I did the spirit diagram where I'm in a car and I'm talking on my phone. Boom, 30,000 views, 1 day. So it's like they have configured a habitat that keeps your ass weak. Feel me? I'm telling you. That's why you go to the beach, you just automatically just feel good. You take your shirt off, your swag just go up times 12 because you getting that electric, you getting them electrons. Feel me? You ain't getting no electrons on this shit. This shit hard. If you can't bounce on it, it's not right. Your knees, this how the cartilage in your knees go out because it's not no shot, it's not no bounce. Even bikes got spring. You ain't springing off this. Your step is stiffer than a motherfucker. So with me is, not only are we gonna bring money to the black community, but you want to give the black community a chance to redeem its own image. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, I redeem my own image. And nobody can say shit to me because of who I am now. So you can say, Young Pharaoh, you used to sell crack, you used to bust your gun, you've been in jail, police didn't beat you up, you didn't fought police, beat police up, your mother smoked crack, your father ain't never been in your life, and you still respect my shit, because I'm Young Pharaoh. Feel what I'm saying? So you want to get a black community a chance to redeem itself spiritually and to reconnect back with the Creator. And until we turn our back on money, I'm going to use the daycares as an outlet to funnel money so that we can be comfortable. Now you ain't going to be in Beverly Hills on $12 an hour, but it's better than that 8 you're making at McDonald's. Feel what I'm saying? And not only that, you give the kids a different mental perspective to look up to. Instead of young boys saying, that's my man Ricky busts his gun and he sell drugs. Now the kids say, that's my man Ricky taught me about astral projection. Ricky taught me about atoms. You know what I'm saying? But I still know Ricky ain't no bitch. You know what I'm saying? Because Ricky gonna bust your head if you touch one of Ricky's wives. Because Ricky's the guy. You know what I'm saying? So you don't take the warrior spirit away, but you put the respect in it. You know what I'm saying? So that's what Young Pharaoh's here to do. And we're gonna do that with the daycare because there's abandoned houses everywhere. You know what I'm saying? We get all the eyesores. So imagine, and it's going to bring the black love back together, and then it's going to teach people how to be mothers and fathers again, because if you a nigga who don't take care of your kids, guess what? You got to take care of everybody's kids because you work in the daycare. So now, indirectly, you learn how to become a father. And you learn how to become respected for being that. You know what I'm saying? And you learn the importance of children. Because a lot of people are not in tune with nature because they don't do natural things. You'll be surprised how much planting a garden actually makes you care about life. Because you have to care for something. See, black people, we don't grow up with no pets. We don't even get no hugs. We don't get shit. We taught, nigga, don't cry, nigga. Don't cry, that's big. Like, we are taught to suppress our emotions. We don't get no hug. They ain't, see, white kids, they be like, my dog died and I was the family dog. And we think that's corny. But they're being taught to be affectionate. We ain't, nigga, we in the projects. There ain't no garden, nigga. You ain't watering nothing. You don't have to care. See, when you got a garden, you gotta water the plant, you gotta care for it, you gotta make sure it lives. You don't want nobody to damage it, hurt it, step on it. So you're actually exercising compassion. That's the science behind it. So at the daycares, I want a garden in the back of all my daycares. I want a little a makeshift meditation joint with crystals and a little waterfall filled up with alkaline water for the kids to meditate. You want to put the kids directly back in tune with their souls while regenerating the souls of the people. And everybody want to get educated because I got the blueprint written out right now at home. Questions and answers of everything I want people to know. So, and if your parents come, we ain't gonna secretly teach your kids shit. When you come and let them know Christianity is a motherfucking lie, and we ain't teaching that in here. So, if you approve of that, bring your kid. This is what here's the curriculum. And you don't have to have a GED, but to the kids, they won't know that. All the kids will know is you're educating them. I'll have the question and the answer. You know what I'm saying? So you ask the kids, simple one, what's the temperature of the sun? Question. You give the kids a chance to answer. You know what I'm saying? One of them might answer, one of them don't. And you can answer 27 million degrees at the core of the sun. The surface of the sun is 6,000 degrees Celsius. But you're learning too because you're teaching. So just by working for me, your intellectual and spiritual self is going to upgrade while upgrading the kids. So it's a win-win situation and it's small. So you got, right? That's why I don't respect black people. That's why I bang on black people because you got niggas buying $100,000 cars and all of this shit, and you got me risking my freedom, sliding through state to state just to try to help my whole people as a whole without, I don't get no funding, I don't get no motherfucking help, I don't get no help. So it's like, I'm not mad at that, but it's just like black people are wasting their money when $10,000 could change a whole city. You can go get you like 2 little foreclosed houses for 10,000, and then I'm gonna eat off themselves, and then you keep branching. So it's like, there's no excuse for our people not being up yet, except we selling out. Feel me? We selling out, and we giving our money to our own destruction. A motherfucker go buy a $50,000 car when you could have gave that. You don't gotta give it to Young Pharaoh. You do it. Somebody watch this video right now, and if they got $1 million, then you take my plan and please do it. I'm not egotistical. I don't want to be the one to say, dun 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 dun, look what I did. I just want people to fucking do it. You know what I'm saying? Do it. If you watch this video and you're rich, please do what the fuck I just said. Feel me? So it's just like, it's no excuse for our people. Our people just really don't give a fuck. We just don't care. Same way you see police coming here right now, get to beating my ass. Not y'all. Let's say we outside. Somebody gonna just pull their phone out. That's fucked up. That's fucked up. If you cared, you would help though. If you really cared, you would help. Cause you can't go in nature and hit no animal and think another animal gonna run up on you. Run up on a pack of lions and try to grab one and see what happens. But niggas can be 30 deep and get fucked up by the police. Feel me? Because we don't care. The point I'm trying to make is we see people, we have been taught to be savages and disassociated from our heart. We see people in fucked up situations, but we laugh before we cry. You know what I'm trying to say? And that's fucked up. That's a reverse mentality. We got that from the white man. Laugh now, cry later. No, nigga. That's stupid. Feel what I'm saying? So it's like, you see a crackhead, all their teeth missing, a homeless man, you think that's funny. But it's like, why was your first instinct not to help this man? You didn't even go get this man something to eat, nothing. But you smoking some weed and popping a bottle. So it's like, we laugh at shit we really supposed to be trying to heal. You know what I'm saying? Our black queens is out here acting crazy. Our black kings is out here acting crazy. And we laughing at our own reflections of ourselves. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, we have become disassociated from love and from reality. So with me, I'm holding niggas, I'm not letting nobody disassociate from that. You know what I'm trying to say? And I'm going to stay in the middle of that to let people know that this shit ain't right. So when maybe my life might go, I ain't saying I'm going to go wasted, but maybe nobody might never take heed to what I say. Maybe they might. But a motherfucker ain't going to never say somebody actually gave a fuck about black people. You know what I'm trying to say? Actually gave a fuck. Like, I'm not judgmental. My thing is, what can we do to help you? If we broke your leg, can we get you a crutch? You know what I'm saying? If you a stripper, what can we do to help you get up out of that job? If you a drug dealer, what can we help you do to have to stop doing it? You know what I'm saying? If you've been in jail, what can we do to help you not go back? You know what I'm trying to say? My thing is, I'm coming with the solution. I'm not really here to laugh and make fun of the situation, because you never know how somebody got where they are. Like myself, there was a lot of people who looked at me as just, like, I'll give you an example. When I was like 15, 14, everybody just looked at me like, this little badass boy, I don't want him in front of my house. Because they didn't know me, they judged the fuck out of me. But then as word started traveling, and people start saying, oh, he kicked out, he don't have nowhere to go. Them same people, now they want to bring me food, now they want to let me sit on their porch, but now I'm my ego in it, so now I'm like, fuck you. You know what I'm saying? But the point I'm trying to make is, when you thought you knew me, you judged me. But when you found out that I have no choice but to be doing what I'm doing, now you feel compassion. So my thing is, black people, we have to understand that we ain't just doing shit because we want to fucking do it. We are being, a situation is being manifested by the government to where we're doing things that we have no choice. You know what I'm trying to say? So my thing is to come put a wedge in that. So the knowledge is one aspect of what I bring, but then the prosperity is another aspect. So until my voice get wide enough for me to tell everybody to turn their back on the system, I'm gonna keep pumping it with the daycares. And from the daycares, you know, other things gonna grow. Like depending on how much money we make off that. And I say we because I don't say I say we because I'm talking about black people. Like, it's like when you in a hub, if you hit a lick, your man hit that lick. Even if you wasn't there, you might rob somebody and get 50,000. You come back home, bro, 25. So that's my mentality with the black race. We, you know what I'm saying? We. So depending on where these daycares take us, until I get more attention and everybody can turn their back and everybody gets the will and the understanding to do it, we need to get us some farms and get us some boats and get us islands so that we can have our own importation, exportation business, so now that we can travel overseas and get the fucking with Africa. That's the next step. But until then, I'm gonna take it step by step. But that's where Young Pharaoh is headed. You know what I'm saying? The prosperity of black people, one way there, one way in, one way out. I ain't playing with it. I'm not here to be corny. I keep it all the way official, not artificial. So, I mean, that's what it is with Young Pharaoh, straight. I'm here to tell the truth, nothing but the truth, and I don't need no help from God. So, shit, this is who Young Pharaoh is. My thing is, teach the people, yo. If you gonna teach the people. Now, get paid for what you do. Feel what I'm saying? Get paid for what you do. We ain't taking that away. But teach. When you teach and you do this shit for free, dog. Buddhist monks do not charge niggas for fucking spiritual enlightenment. Neither should you. Egyptians did not charge niggas for intelligence. But should you be charged for your personal manifestations? Fuck yes, you should, and I would never deny it. If you come up with some shit nobody else has ever came up with, run with it. Feel me? Like SOS. That's my shit. I made that brand. I manifested that. You're gonna pay $20 for that shirt. Cause that's my energy. But nigga, a cure to a disease, that's everybody's. You know what I'm saying? Nature don't trees. You get the herb from the tree. The tree didn't say, nigga, give me $20, nigga. I ain't giving you this herb. How the fuck you gonna take something for free from the tree and then charge me? When I could have went to the tree and got it for free too. My Facebook has been deleted again. So I have a new Facebook page which I just created like 2 weeks ago from today. What's today's date?
The 13th.
The 13th, yeah. So as of right now, you can go on Facebook and type in facebook.com/PharaohAllah, PharaohAllah, or you can just go on the search bar and type in Young Pharaoh. You're gonna see me. My profile picture is gold and black. It's gonna say we coming back, Young Pharaoh Allah. You can hit me on Twitter, Pharaoh_Allah, Instagram, Pharaoh_Allah, Snapchat, Pharaoh_Allah. You want to book me for a lecture, holla at me for a lecture, anything, you can hit me at Young Pharaoh, YOUNG PHARAOH 93, the number 9 and the number 3, booking BOOKING @gmail.com. That's Young Pharaoh 93 booking @gmail.com. That's all my contact information. I do write back. I'm not one of them people you write when you'll be sitting in my inbox for 1,000 years. So get at me. I'm for the people.